So that involved
Yes.
party is basically a node 1 to n, correct? Whenever this kind of a behavior, we have 0 to n. We are defining, okay, how many values you can store. It's not like 1 to 1. If you write it 1 to 1 means one, only one account can have one item only. If it is 1 to n means can have multiple. So based on your requirement, you have to write it. And the way of writing this is same. If you have defined a field, this one, you can't copy paste it again. One element name can be used only once, but the same element you can define inside the node. In the node it will represent different, but inside it you only once. If you have delete it, you can't use it again. System will give you error. That's okay. If they are allowing you to do it, use it again, it's fine. Now next step is that association to product to material. What is association? Association means, I told you, account and ticket both are different BOs. Both are different. In your system, you are using account also, or you are using employee also. So both has different. If I can take a business partner, I'll take employee responsible. So same way, it's the same way like your account and territory. This is a customer and we have a territory also. Identification, I'll take it because employee has not directly, it's not picking the value directly. Whenever you have to fetch the employee ID, you have to go from the identification BO. So now identification BO is one BO. You can see if I click here, it is showing me the association, sub element type association. Public right
What do you,
access, yes.
can you repeat again? Sub element association.
I am telling you, wait. You just see the behavior. I'm just clicking on it and it's saying me this is an association. This is an
Yes.
association. Public right access. I hover it. Public right access, yes. Means you can use it into your project. This release status is yes. Public right access is yes. Means you can use it into your solution. If it is no, if it is restricted, you can't use it. Now this association means now this is my customer. You can see all whatever values I can see here. This is all defined at the root level. From here I'm going to this. These are all, you can see these are associations, means I am going from one BO to another BO, that call it as a association. If you want to use another BO into your BO, we will always use the keyword association. Means from your BO you want to fetch the data of another BO. In that case we are using the associations.
Okay.
Okay, so like address information or relationship or object identifier mapping. This is basically object identifier mapping is a BO where if any external system is connected with that, so here you will get all the details like external ID and everything you will get it here. If you have if your system is connected with another system and your employees are getting replicated from another ERP system and you are getting the external ID also, so you will see in the object identifier mapping. So there here you will see the external ID. Now if I need to find out sales arrangement, I'm not sure, this is a demo system so we will get this value or not. I don't think they have anything. Sales territory account, yeah, nothing is there here. So this, by using this, what will happen if I use material? Now I have to use, I in my project scenario, in my BO I want to use the material ID. Okay, I want to use the material ID. Material is the product ID. This is a material BO and this is the internal ID, and I want to use into my project. I want to use into my logic. If I use the association, in that case, what will happen? I am calling this BO. I'm calling this complete BO. So in that case, there is no need to define all that field again into my BO. Just simply write association to material. So automatically, if I need any of field which available in this material, I can use directly into my logic. There is no need to define it into my BO. Like if I need the internal ID, there is no need to define it. Element product ID equals to internal ID element, that all product ID product this all. So there is no need. Directly I will able to call it. Okay, that's why we are writing this association. If you want to use this material BO fields, not one field. If it is a one field, you can directly write. But if you want multiple things of this material BO, like you want inside material, you want to use the attachment. There is a material, in that material there is attachment and you want to use that attachment, so it's better you can use the association, so that you can call that field, you can call that value. In logic you will understand. So first you will tell me, you understand the concept of association or not?
Yes, yes, I understand. So instead of
Okay.
defining in namespace, that you can use, right? That's what you mean.
If you want to access this particular BO, any fields you want to access is, there is no need to define there is no need to define that element again into your BO. It is basically saving your space. You can just
Ah,
simply write one line and it you can access all the fields. I will show you in the logic how it will be. This dependent object not now, because it will be too loaded. I will explain it later on. Slowly we'll go. So here you can see association I'm using. And if you have to create any custom button on your screen, you have to call it as a action, and you write the action name. Okay, button will always be created with the action. So I am just done all that things. Dependent object we have not done so far, and you can see I'm getting the still I'm getting the errors. This material, why I'm getting the errors for the material? I click on the material, I'll click here, and you can see here this is the namespace which I have not used. So that's why I'm getting the error. You got my point? Now I have used product data maintenance one for material, and I have used business partner for account. I have used identity management. You will check that. You will see all this. Employee BO, customer, material. You can see all that gone. So whenever you have to call any standard BO, you have to write the import statement here. Otherwise, you will not able to activate it.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate it. You have to do it from here. See, my problem is that whenever I'm doing, sometimes it got hang and I need to restart it again. Any doubt till here? So if it's better if you can get the access, or you can just take this all, you can try in your system also. You can check with them if they are providing you the access is fine. Otherwise, I will share this BO and the script one with you so that you can try at your home or you can understand.
Okay.
Otherwise it will be difficult for you too. So you see it's activated. Now you have learned how to define the alternative key, how to define the items, how to give the labels of the name, how to define the association, and how you have to define the action. And the next step which I'm going to tell you is the message, how you have to write a message. So if you have to give the message on the root screen, means on the main root level, then you have to write it, you have to define it in the root level. And if you want to show the message at the item level means in particular tab, so there you have to define it into the, like if you are adding a product ID and there some value is not correct, so if you want to give the error message there, so you have to write it into this particular node.
Okay. Got it.
So now whenever you are writing a message, always use raises like the same message. Okay, if there are 4 or 5 messages in your BO, you write a comma and just add all the names here. Comma name like this. Okay, so just use the comma and you can add the multiple messages. So this is the way how you can write the messages. You want me to continue, or now we have to create the scripts. Now BO is ready. We have to write the logic. So this is a mass enable. So just keep in mind, mass enable feature is that if you are trying to implement that script for multiple elements. You have seen the items screen. you
Haha.
you are aware of ticket. If you are opening
No.
a ticket, there is an item tab, or if you have an account, you have
Yes.
involve
Yes.
party tab. In the involve party, there is a table kind of a screen where you can select. In the opportunity also, you have opportunity. In the opportunity, they have multiple items, correct? Now if you
Yes.
select that all the items, and there are 4 items are there opportunity, and you want to implement your logic, like I have created a button and I'll select all the 4 at one shot, and when I click on the button, thus my same logic will get triggered for all 4 in one shot.
Okay.
Okay, so this means if you want to trigger your one action 4 times in one shot, then we are using the mass enable feature. And if you
Okay.
want like one time only, like if like opportunity, if I'm opening one opportunity, that time it should open, it should my logic will trigger only once. So that is something which you have to understand about your project, how you have to do, is it mass enable or not mass enable. So it totally depends upon your requirement perspective. For here, it's earlier it was not automatically selected, but now it's automatically selected, so you have to uncheck it. So
Okay.
let's suppose I'm using after modify event, before save event. So what is all this of event? After modify event is always getting triggered whenever you are editing. So always try to write minimum logic, minimum to minimum logic on this screen, on this script, because whenever you do any change, like you edit, you in your account screen there are multiple fields, 50 fields are there. So whenever you are editing the 50 fields, there are some workflows also, there are some rules also. So if anything is happening, this event will get triggered, so this can hit your performance. So always try to write the logic on this script very minimal. Or if there is a requirement, if there is a possibility we have only this script to write it, just write some condition so that it will trigger only for particular that condition, not for all the conditions. Like if my account ID is filled, or if my pricing field is filled, then only the script has to be triggered, otherwise not. Like this also, you have to stop it. So always write a script. While writing a script, you always have to put conditions so that your logic will not trigger always where it is not required. So you can see now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this one, I have just removed this one, and you can see I have checked the scripts. After modify, I told you, before save event, whenever you click on the save button, anything whatever is happening means before saving, ticket is getting saved before save. Before save means in the buffer. You have put all the entries and you click on the save button, and in between that buffer, whatever is happening, that is the before save event. If you have to put any conditions, okay. So as a developer, we are writing all the logic into the before save event, all the logic, because this logic will get triggered only when you are clicking on the save button, otherwise not always. So you can put some conditions on it, okay. Always we have to write some conditions when you have to trigger your particular logic or not. On delete, when we have to delete something, some particular script, like we want, okay, this is the logic, this is my something is there which we have to delete, so we are always, we have a script for event on delete. And then there is an event after modify. So this before save, and that on delete after loading. So after loading event is basically a script where we, whenever we are doing something, a screen is loading, you have seen that behavior when screen is loading, that time
Some
we are
processing.
writing, so that time we are writing a logic here. Here we can't define any message. SAP has restricted to display any message on this script. We are not writing any message on this script. SAP has restricted that. You will get a message. You will able to activate it, but you will get the message also. So we are not writing any messages on the script. And second thing is that you will not be able to save any field, any value, like into any element. Like if my contract ID is my element, and if I want to save any value into this field, so you will not be able to use it in this, because in after loading everything would be read only. If you want to read something, you want to query something, you can use this event. But if you want to copy some value into this field, you will not able to use it, because after modify is always for read only.
Right now, I told you that we got sorry, getting some error. Null exception, if you remember yesterday. That's actually after loading event only.
Okay, so what was that?
Showing null access possible, null no sorry, no access possible via a null data reference.
So that's why that null value, I'm getting clear. So they have not used the null value. You can show me that your error. If you want to show me, you can show that what is exactly. So might be, have you run the performance check? System will
Yes.
allow, system will. So have you applied all the suggestions there? We need to
Null
actually
reference.
see that. And then I can share, you can share it from later on. We will try. After this one,
Okay.
we will try. So after this, after loading event, we have a validation on save. So on save is kind of a validation only. Same way you are using the KUT, there you are in your KUT you are writing the validations, like if any particular rule you have applied, if that condition is not successful, just display some messages on the screen. So on save is the event for validations. No logic, no definition, only for validation, only for display the screen. If this value is not successful, just display the error message, just display the warning message and all that. So validation is for that. And rest, if you have defined any action into your BO, that action will come here. So this will be auto selected, and you have to just remove the mass enable. And you can see you have created the items node. So that's why you will able to see here also. If you want to use any item also, I want to use, let's suppose I want to use item event and I need to write a logic of before save. So you can tick that and it will come. So I have selected all. See, whatever I have selected, it is in the red color. So you have to activate all. I'm just activating for all. I'm just clicking, right click and click on activate on the BO. I'm just doing on the BO. If I'll do it on the BO, it will activate all the scripts. So I'm activating it. So it's activated and you can see it the red mark. So red mark is nothing but it is check-in. So always whenever you are doing something, you have to check out. While your log off thing, you have to check out your solution. It's like a opposite thing. Check out means you are going out, and check-in means you are coming inside in a hotel kind of a thing. Check in or check out. But here it is opposite. So check out means you are doing some logic. You are into the system and you are doing something. If you do the check-in, that means you are going out of the system. So it is opposite actually, check in check out. So now all the scripts are ready. So if you have to write a logic, you have to do it here. So I'm just, I have already written it on my Word. I'll paste it. First I'll paste it and then I'll tell you what exactly it is.